I'm sorry I ran. There you go, you guys. There's the Seven of Swords. I know that they're the runner and they're sorry for it. And this is really the first tangible apology out of half apologies that we have seen coming down here. Very interesting. Taurus, welcome to your love messages, your love tarot reading. Whoops, already loud. With me, Chris, of the Tarot Closet. I'm happy you're here. Welcome. This is for you, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Now, you might know what's in your chart, but if you don't, be sure to get a complete picture if you can. It'll make a lot more sense to you if you don't know. Also, I do have playlists if you want to watch for other signs in your chart, or you simply want to cross-watch, which I'll tell you a little bit more about this in a minute, which brings me to cross-watchers. Just a second, there we go. Hello, cross-watchers, welcome. You are also welcome here. There is a reason that you are here today. Could be that you have some Taurus in your sign, or possibly you're watching for a Taurus in your life. And you know, you could find that you're resonating with it for yourself more than for your person, for the Taurus you're watching for. If that's the case, don't worry. That's totally normal. Just means that there's something here for you today. Let's get a little bit better, actually shuffle there. And now, listen, you guys, I pull from quite a bit of decks, so it could be that your message is here in the Robin Tarot deck. This is German, but it's also known as Raven Tarot in English. Could be that it's in the Super Attractor deck or Soul's Journey Lessons cards. These are messages from Spirit that we will look at later. Could be in the Lover's Oracle deck for you. My love message decks, my song messages decks. Could be a totem on the table. Okay, so take it as it resonates. Let's get started for you. All right, so we already have, wow, Taurus, we already have the Eight of Cups coming down. So this is some Pisces energy. It looks like some of you, well, first of all, I can feel that you feel like you've been left behind. So it could be that your person has ghosted you or been ghosting you or just kind of didn't really tell you what was going on. And the other thing is, it could be that some of you are already in the process of moving on, or you're feeling like that it's time. But this is just the start, you guys. So let's see what's happening for you here. Wow, you guys, the Ten of Pentacles. That's intense. Now that's some Virgo energy. Okay, you guys, that's really interesting. So I feel like for some of you, part of what might have kind of brought you guys apart have been some differences, maybe in your background or religion. And that's going to be changing if it hasn't already. And here's the other thing, when the Ten of Pentacles comes down in a love reading, that can also mean that you guys are kind of reaching a new point. It can also be about being financially stable together. Very interesting. So looks like for a lot of you, you're both going to have your own money here, kind of coming together with it. But, you know, we have the Eight of Cups there. So there is a lot of, this is Pisces energy, by the way. So there is some, I feel like your person had pulled away. And it could be that your person pulled away because of some type of family differences. Really interesting, because I am feeling some Hierophant energy here. It doesn't mean that it's going to come down. Sometimes the things that are coming, the energy and the messages that I'm seeing and hearing are, it's the energy, and the cards may not even ever make it here. But I do feel like for a lot of you, there is some family stuff tied up in here, okay? And look, and this can also mean for some of you there might have been, I feel like for some of you there might have been another person involved in this connection. And look, we have the Queen of Cups, you guys. So this is some Cancer energy, some Gemini energy. And it looks like that you're you know, for some of you also, this isn't going to be for everyone, but some of you maybe have a child with this person or children, or there are somehow children involved. I can see that it's very emotional. Okay, there's a very deep connection here. And I do feel like that you have been wanting kind of everything with your person, and they did too, but they might have pulled back. For some of you, it might have had to do with some family matters, some people, you know, in their family, or maybe even in your family. But the Ten of Pentacles coming down is also showing me that that's something that's changing. But I feel like some of you have moved on. But this is also really strong energy that you've been feeling really abandoned. And so it looks like your person may have been ghosting you. But yeah, the Queen of Cups, you know, I think that a lot of you have also been turning to family for support. And I can see some self-defensiveness still here. And also there's this protection mode kind of. You are, Taurus, the nurturer in this connection, I feel. And you have this energy here in the Ten of Cups where I feel like you have been, well, you have been really hurt. You have been ghosted. We don't see what's happening with your person quite yet here. But I can see you kind of on standby, so to speak, but self-defensive a little bit here. And we do have a lot of starfish energy, which is really interesting because that can be about kind of making something work that didn't work before. So it could even be for some of you there was some money involved here. But it's not really telling me a whole lot yet. We're going to have to see what else is in store for you. But I do feel like for a lot of you that there was some family involved here. Wow, this is really slow coming for you, but look what's coming down. You have the World card, okay? This comes to a 3 in numerology, and that is about growth and growing and also expressing yourself. So I do feel like you have a lot to say to your person, but this is a no contact separation reading, you guys. It looks like you've been in a cycle with your person for a while, and they really hurt you. And they're kind of, I won't be surprised if the Emperor comes down, just this, kind of this, you know, there's no gender in tarot, but this masculine energy, sort of wanting somebody that might be used to being in control. I am feeling the Emperor energy. We don't have the card here, but that is here. And this person has put you through a cycle and has kind of left you, abandoned you really, made you, just kind of left you behind. And some of you might have even moved on already. Yeah, that's really interesting here. I feel like, because it's here and it's also here, I'm feeling like this really strong energy. And there are a lot of you here that are parents. I can feel that, and you're protecting your family here, your children or your child. Now, it's not going to be for everyone, so don't get scared, you guys. Remember, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and throw away the rest, truly. But there's a lot of emotions surrounding this connection. Pain as well. I can see that there has been some pain here, and a cycle that just feels like it's not ending. And stubbornness as well, okay? Guys, the Seven of Swords, very interesting. So that's some Aquarius energy. Yeah, and look, it's coming right below the Eight of Cups. So your person wasn't telling you the truth about something, it looks like. And for some of you, that could be somebody who was unfaithful. That's not going to be for everyone. Either way, they definitely severed the connection, okay? And I feel like for some of you, it was really kind of quickly, excuse me, very interesting, but I feel like, yeah, look, one of you is having a hard time expressing yourself, and I think that's your person, but I also feel like this urge of kind of wanting to cry. So I feel like you have been really struggling with this at night, crying and just feeling like they left you behind. Look, you guys, this is the Two of Wands. Now, this is a very, very interesting card, especially for to come down in your reading today. So this is telling me that you're both really emotional with each other, okay? it's not just you, Taurus. I see here your energy, that you're very emotional here, that you're also feeling really left behind. You're sick of the cycle, some of you, and some of you are trying to come out of it, and others are sort of still in it a little, waiting for your person here. And I really feel like the strong energy that some family was involved. It could be your own little family, but it could also be their family or your family. But look here, when a 2 comes up in a reading, it can be about making a decision. Okay, so this could also be some financial stuff, and there's money tied up, and it's kind of all mixing together, emotional. But look, you're both really emotional about this. So your person has very strong feelings, but you guys are not even looking at each other. You're definitely not talking to each other, but somebody has a decision to make here. Now, this is also your card. Guys, it's the 4 of Cups. All right, this is Cancer energy, and it could be that your person wants to come here and, yeah, offer you some type of a peace offering, okay? That may or may not mean that you're going to continue, but let's see. This was also yours. All right, so we have the Queen of Swords here. Now, when sword energy comes, that can be conflict, and we see that here. We know that already. We see the 7 of Swords here. We see that and this is Aquarius energy, so we feel like here, your person was maybe keeping something from you. Okay, and we also have the moon energy here right over all this emotional energy. And look, we have it here as well. And this darkness, really. And all these cups are empty here. So somebody, they definitely were the runner. Okay, that's for sure. This is twin flame soulmate energy. So for those of you following the twin flame journey, those of you that aren't, don't worry. Not everybody is, and that's okay. But there's really a very strong spiritual soul connection with the 2 of you. And they really hurt you. It's very clear that they really hurt you. And something was taken from you in the way of I feel like your heart, but also I feel like there was just some dishonesty that was really painful for you, that it just knocked you on your feet, okay? And there's a decision coming up here, you guys. Very interesting here, because that is a 2, and you're both very emotional for each other, but neither of you are wanting to talk. That's the interesting thing. I do feel like you're still invested, and your person is invested. You can see that here, and it goes really deep with you guys, but nobody's doing any talking yet. Okay, and with the 4 of Cups here, this is some pretty strong Cancer energy. And in a couple of days, we will be under a new moon, a Cancer new moon. So that is a time of can be a really emotional time as well. So this is a message from Spirit for you. If some type of communication is going to be happening soon, just to keep yourself in check. If you know what it is you're wanting to, what kind of position you're putting yourself in talking to this person, because emotions will run really high under a Cancer and new moon. And there is some strong Cancer and energy here. But here we have, as I said, we have the Queen of Swords here. So there's that sword energy, which is really relationship energy. And that can also be, the sword suit can also be kind of a transactional suit, if you will. So for some of you, I'm seeing the 10 of Pentacles here too. That's not going to be for everyone, but I do feel that some of you were, maybe there's a separation or even a divorce involved, but there's some kind of transactions involved. It could be children, money, could have to do also with a house or a job, something that was tied up in your connection. It's not going to be for everyone, but look, you have the decision coming right under the 10 of Pentacles. But also, with the Queen of Swords, this is Libra, Virgo energy. So this is somebody really wanting, and very interesting, this came down also, guys, for Virgo. But this is somebody wanting the truth, and somebody also possibly bringing the truth. So I do feel like some of you are moving on, or some of you are really thinking about moving on. And with the World card, that can also be about kind of coming to a point where you are moving on from a person. You've kind of learned the lesson that you've needed to learn. Sometimes people come into our lives to teach us things. Now, that's not going to be for everyone, because I do feel some of you guys are stuck. And I feel like you've been stuck for a while here. And if you watch my readings regularly, you'll know that that I can feel that for you guys for a while, really, that you've been kind of stuck from moving on from this person. Some of you know that you need to. Okay, that's not going to be for everyone, but some of you, all of you are tired of the cycle is what I want to say. Okay, there is a cycle here going on, and there's a really strong connection, and I understand that. It's not easy to come out of. We do have a 5 on the table. In numerology, that is conflict, okay, and instability. That can also mean a change, and this is in the 10 of Pentacles here. So it could be that that was something to do with your home, your house, your car, your finances, that sort of thing. So when this comes down, it can be positive, you know, and there's some stuff changing here for you guys, kind of reaching some new milestones, if you will, in your relationship. But it can also be the opposite. And I do feel like it's coming here with the 8 of Cups, that for some of you, you were, maybe it was kind of came out of nowhere, or it was just sort of like a, you know, the Scorpion here. Scorpion is known to, there is some Scorpio energy here, is known to kind of just go off with their stinger. So I feel like for some of you here with the 10 of Pentacles coming down, that it's also that something kind of changed everything for you guys, that you might have been getting closer to getting committed and your person got scared and ran. Okay, but they definitely are the runner here. I can see that, and they really just kind of left you high and dry, some of you. You are feeling, it does look like you're still in this energy of being stuck on them. That's not going to be for everyone, but that is pretty strong here. All right. And this stuck energy too, for some of you, I'm going to get a little bit more here, okay? And we might even do some clarifying. For some of you, this stuck energy feels like you're just kind of not dealing with it, if that makes sense, because it's so painful. Look, you guys, I'm not surprised this has come down. The 8 of Wands. Okay, Wands energy. So we already know that you guys have an emotional connection. You're also, your physical connection, whether you've physically been together or not, isn't the point. Your attraction, they're very attracted to you. You're attracted to them. So there is this emotional energy here. There's this long-term stuff going on here with the 10 of Pentacles. Kind of like maybe for some of you, maybe you lived together. That won't be for everybody. Like I said, some of you have a family or children with this person. But it's a very, very strong energy. And your person, this is the energy of love, you guys, the Wands. And they're wanting to reach out to you, okay? And quickly. This is some Sagittarius energy also. So, but your person really, I wasn't sure. It felt like they're there too, but kind of being really stubborn and not moving. Okay, and I still feel that in some weird way. But in their mind, they're thinking about it. They're wanting to come to you here. Okay, but they've been putting you through the cycle for a long time. They want to make an offering, and I know, you know, I can see here that not everybody is going to take it. Not all of you guys want it anymore. Some of you just want to move on. And some of you are waiting for particular transactions or things to happen so that you can move on. So take that as it resonates. That's not for everyone, but money, that sort of thing. And here's the other thing I wanted to say. Today while I was walking our dog, I came across this beautiful butterfly, the kind of butterfly I've never seen before. And I don't see that here on the table, but that can be, of course, about transformation and things changing. But immediately after, I'm going to get it here, I ended up picking up it was sticking out at me, a feather. Look. Now, I talked about this in Virgo's reading because they had the 7 of Wands coming up, which has this feather in particular under it. And it really is about kind of being self-defensive and feeling like they aren't ready to talk or aren't really ready to let their guard down. And I feel that energy for you too as well. And I do believe that this feather was meant for you too. Now, it could be for some of you, that your person is a Virgo, okay? Or that there's some Virgo in your chart or their chart. That's not going to be for everyone because that can simply be channeling the energy. Okay, you guys, let's see what's coming down for you. For Taurus, please. Thank you. All right, you guys, we have 2 here. Wow. Okay, you guys, you ready? So here's the Knight of Wands. Sagittarius energy again. Look, this is incredible. Do you know what this is about? Putting up and boundaries and just being self-defensive. What did we literally just talk about? This is a confirmation. Really interesting. Now, it's not going to be for everyone, but I do really feel like some of you, your person will be maybe a Leo or a Sagittarius, even a Virgo. Now, there are all kinds of signs here, so don't worry if that's not resonating for you, but the energy is coming through really strong. And we just talked about this, you guys. We literally just talked about this. So I do feel like that you have put up some boundaries here, some necessary ones. But on the other hand, there is a little bit of releasing so that you can receive the messages and make your decision. And that's very similar to what was going on with Virgo, you guys. You know, you have the 8 of Wands here, of them coming to you, and then you're kind of like, it goes into the 9 of Wands, you know, and if you look here, you have 8 up here. It's almost like they're messages, and you're down here with a wand, you know, trying to figure out if you're even going to talk to them. Very interesting, Taurus, but that's some strong energy, and that's a confirmation. That is just what we're talking about with the feather and with the 7 of Wands. Hello. Hi, Taurus. So I looked up and my battery was dead. And we were talking about, so I hope I didn't mess up the angle of the cards, but whatever. We were talking about the energy here of the 9 of Wands and how just before we were talking about the black feather and how it correlated with Virgo's 7 of Wands that had come up, which is this feeling of these walls and this kind of obstacles, but also walls that were put up, this self-defense mechanisms that are going. And that's a confirmation of that here with the 9 of Swords, because I was feeling that energy, and there it is. Now, I had put down the 3 of Cups. I didn't realize that it wasn't filming, or maybe it was, but I didn't really get a chance to talk about it. So there we have the cycles. We have the action of them wanting to come, but look what else we have here. We have a 3. So for some of you, that does mean that there are third parties involved. Now, that could be you, them, or something that they've done here. But we do see the 7 of Swords, you guys, of them kind of taking off, hurting you. I see that you're in pain here. I see that you've been feeling ghosted and breadcrumbed. I see all this emotional energy, this kind of back-to-back thing here that's going on. There's a lot of sword energy here, which can be conflicting energy. So I do feel like for some of you that there may or may be a third party involved. That's not going to be for everyone. This is a general reading, you guys, but that is here for those of you that want that validation, you know, that it's here. We see it. And we see the cycle. Now, it could also be here with the 3 of Cups that some of you might be coming together with your person at a gathering. Could be that a family gathering or through friends, that sort of thing. Because that's the other thing about the 10 of Pentacles in love. It can mean that depending on the energies that family wasn't approving, or there were some differences, or that family was. But maybe, you know, they might even have been getting a little bit too involved. So for some of you, I feel like there are these other people involved, may not be other love interests. It could simply be family and friends, but it could be that you share friends as well, and that you might be seeing your person at an event. Again, take that as it resonates. But, you know, with the 3, that is, like I said, that can be a third party here. But, you know, you have these cups here that are full, and everybody is drinking from them, which is very different than what we have here with the 4 of Cups. So it does look like if you guys are still feeling like you're in this energy, that there is going to be a kind of a filling up for you. So if you have some celebrations or something coming up, some parties, make sure you're clearing your calendar and going to those things. it may not be about your person. It simply could mean for you that that is the support that you're needing and the kind of the filling your cup again, okay? Because I do feel like you're kind of stuck, and I feel like that you've been on a little bit on empty for a while here, Taurus. You know, some of you are already coming out of that, but some of you are still in that energy here, just feeling like you have your walls up and you're just emotionally exhausted is what I am feeling. Okay, you guys, so this card is yours, this Lover's Oracle. I'm going to read it for you, and then we will get one or two more depending on what is coming. A message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. Okay, guys, that's very interesting because I feel like your person really hurt you, but it does look like they're trying to butter you up a little bit here, I want to say. But very interestingly, I do feel them coming with something to say, but that may or may not mean a reunion. We do see that on the table too, but that's going to be different for everyone. I don't feel like they're coming with this sure, yes, this is what I want. I feel like they're conflicted as well, but they do feel bad here and they love you. That's very clear. They're very in this as well. But I feel like for some, there might still be somebody involved, a third party. That's not for everybody. But they really hurt you and they're not owning all of it yet. That's what I feel. And that's partly why I feel like you're so physically and just emotionally, just your heart is exhausted. I feel the sadness from you, Taurus, that you kind of try to mask, like wear a mask, if that makes sense. You know, not let everybody see. That's what this feels like, that you're kind of hiding it a little from some people. So your support of your friends and family is especially important right now. And look here with the feathers. It could be for some of you too that your person was, had a lot of options. Very interestingly, we don't have the Seven of Cups here on the table, but I do feel that energy. There was some commitment issues, you guys. A little bit still. Your person is kind of coming sheepishly, you know, sort of sideways, you know, like a cat. You see a cat going up with their back arched in those funny videos where they sort of hop and look at you. I feel like that's your person. I don't know. That's what the image that is coming. All right, you guys. So these are yours. There's two here. New beginning. This also came down for Virgo. A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. I love that for you, Taurus. So I do feel like you're a little bit stuck here. You know, this is Spirit really asking you to take a closer look at what it is you want in general, okay? This is a love reading, but that's coming through for you. Spirit is here with you and guiding you. And the other thing I wanted to tell you, I don't remember if I told you or not, but I put the rose quartz down here, the heart, on the angel, which is essentially the angel of love from the energy oracle. So there is a connection between you guys being guided here from the beginning, but your person is also kind of stuck here. But there's this cycle that you guys are kind of in. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. I love this for you. I was thinking before this came down, wow, I'm surprised the Magician card didn't come down, because I feel like Spirit is trying to give you a new beginning and send the message to you that there's a lot of potential for you and for happiness, and that it's up to you. Okay, and that's what I want to say to you too, that you remember that you have free will, Taurus, okay? The decisions you make, the outcomes, they're yours. They're not for me. They're not for a tarot reader. They're your decisions. You have free will. You follow your intuition and your guidance here. Okay? These are messages for you, and I'm just delivering them. But Spirit wants you to know there is a new beginning for you, and take that as it resonates, because for some of you, I do feel like it's not including your person. That's not going to be for everyone, but that is here. All right, you guys, I'm going to look at some love messages for you. This is my one of my original decks. These are messages to you direct from your person, okay? So they may or may not have said these things, or it could simply be what they want to say to you now, because they're not getting the courage to tell you in person or in messages. But look, you guys, your person does want to send some messages. They might already have. You may or may not have received them. I feel like for some of you, it's very similar to Virgo, but I see your, okay, that was not, this one is. Those are not meant for you, the ones that I just, there was kind of a big stack, and sometimes it's sloppy shuffling and sometimes it's not. That was. But I feel like your person has kind of written some stuff too. Very interesting. There could be a real connection here with Virgo for some of you. Thank you for being there for me. Okay, very interesting. Yeah, well, that's almost a half apology. It's not quite there yet. Because your person really, I can see your person really has put you through it. Let's see what else they have to say to you, Taurus. What do you want to say to your person, okay? I love you to the moon and back. Well, there we go. So yeah, they know that you're kind of apprehensive. You're hesitant here with the 9 of Wands. All right, here we go with the mess making. Let's do this eventually. I tear apart the table. And that could be, for some of you, something that you have said to each other. They do love you. That part is clear, but they're a little confused here. And I do feel like there's some commitment stuff that was going on, even though we don't see the 7 of Cups here. The energy is here, you guys. And that's Scorpio, Aquarius energy. Without you in my life, everything is meaningless. Yeah, I feel like it's starting to set in for them. All right. Well, that one's yours as well. You're the pillar of my life. Very interesting. Yeah, there's some strong also, like I said, I really feel this, some kind of family stuff going on for some of you here. The day you came into my life was the day I crowned you Queen King of my heart. This is also yours. Every time we part, I realize I want to be closer to you. I do feel like for some of you, this is long distance. That's not for everyone, because some of you, this person is really nearby. Maybe even, like I said, you guys are sharing some connections with family or friends. Okay, these are Twin Flame Soulmate lyrics. Well, it's a song lyric deck, Twin Flame Soulmate, excuse me, song lyrics deck. Now, it could be a title, it could be an artist, one particular word, or simply that your person has a message for you through song, okay? Too much love will kill you just as sure as none at all. Queen. There's that queen again. Too much love will kill you. I feel like they were just, yeah, this feeling of them running away, being a little immature, not being able to handle the commitment is what is coming to me here. They're kind of reminding you, yeah, but because I feel like with the 10 of Pentacles that you guys were getting to sort of a closer milestone together, so to speak. It could even be some of you had a broken engagement, or you were really already talking about house or an apartment together, or children, or whatever that's going to be, traveling together. But I feel like that you were kind of on the verge, and your person got scared and ran. And that is a confirmation of that. They're just saying, yeah, but is what is coming here. But we have that queen, king and queen thing coming. We do have the, those are yours. There's, oh, look at that. Okay, no, sorry. There's one here. I picked this up. But yeah, I do feel this 7 of Cups energy here. Very interesting. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. Don't think I can keep it all in. And if you ask me why I've changed, all I gotta do is say your sweet name. Tim McGraw, it's your love. So they're trying to tell you that they've changed. Very interesting. That might be what's going to be coming up, you guys, in your messages, that it's going to be different this time. That's not going to be for everyone, but I feel like your person they're trying to get it through to you that they love you, that they're saying sorry, but they're not quite saying sorry yet in some ways too. Okay, there's a little bit of pride involved, it looks like. There is so much a man can tell you, so much he can say. You remain my power, my pleasure, my pain, baby. Seal, a kiss from a rose. Very interesting. Look, We have all these roses here with the 8 of Wands. Now, it can mean that that's something between you and that maybe they even bring you flowers, but that's not necessarily what this is. This is kind of metaphorically speaking. They do recognize your connection. They recognize what they've done, but they're not quite owning it yet. Okay, we have a flyer, guys. And this is a pretty heavy confirmation when they fly. Fly me to the moon and let me dance upon the stars. Fly me to the moon. Okay, there's some confirmation for you. This is intense, you guys. Wow. They're almost scared that you're going to move on without them. I'm surprised that hasn't come down. And this is also, I feel like, Taurus, I could be wrong. It could be a Virgo last week, but there was this combination of fly me to the moon and I love you to the moon and back. Let's get one more, or if another, more than one. Here we go. That's the last one. It's too cold outside for angels to fly. Ed Sheeran, the A-Team. Now, I believe this is another artist song as well. Let me know in the comments if you know that. But you guys, very interesting. It's almost like a timing issue. And this is interesting because these are messages to you from your person, but I feel like this is also spirit coming to you. It's about the timing. It's divine timing will reveal it. Okay, these were quick. There's 2 here. I fear you have moved on. We just said that. Yeah, I do think that they're afraid that you've moved on. Very interesting. That's quite literally a confirmation. Can you feel my love? And they're asking you this in a kind of a can you feel my love? Like, you know, do you love me? They're feeling you out. That's what it feels like. They might even be watching you. Very interesting. Do you want to say to your person here? Yeah, it's almost like the Page of Swords came down and it didn't, but I do feel like they're watching you. I don't feel good enough for you. I feel like you guys have talked about that. Don't give up on us. Yeah, this is going over here because I feel like some of you are in that energy. And they know that. I made so many mistakes. Let's get that apology here. Don't ever change. Interesting. It could be that there's something that you're feeling you're responsible for, okay? And, you know, that can be, you know, Taurus, you're not innocent. Everybody, you know, takes 2. There's 2 in a connection. So I do feel that they've really hurt you. And there's a lot of, you know, a lot of energy here. And they're getting closer to being sorry. But they're kind of a little bit sheepish about it, if you know what I mean. But I can feel here, you know, that you have some walls up and there's things maybe that you didn't tell them that you wanted to. There's stuff going on for in this connection between you guys. You both need to say some truths here is what I wanted to say. Couldn't get that out. Queen of Swords. You deserve so much more. Yeah, they're definitely feeling that that energy here that they've wronged you. Now that's a flyer. This is your last one. Well, let's see here. Knocking into the lights. I care too much what people think. Yeah, I do feel like that like I said, there could be for some of you this friends and family energy of other people being involved that didn't need to be. All right, you guys, we're going to look at some Soul's Journey Lessons cards. These are for you from Spirit. We just get a few here, however many Spirit wants to send down for you. What do you have for Taurus today? What do you have for Taurus today? Interesting. This also came for Virgo. I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. Empathy. Yeah, I do feel like I said, there is this sort of very similar to the 7 of Wands, this kind of self-defensive, and you do have the 9 of Wands here. So some of you are thinking about, you're coming into that energy. Some of you are still a little bit not ready for that. But this is a message for spirit, okay? Seeing somebody's side of the story doesn't mean that you allow anything toxic or that you're accepting bad behavior. It just simply means being able to understand where they came from, where you're coming from, and whether that's coming and meeting in the middle to move on or be together. That's for you to figure out, Taurus. But being able to see somebody's side of the story, because it does feel like both of you are kind of not seeing the other person here. Look, you have the Two of Wands. It's almost like there is a decision that's coming here or that needs to be made. Oh my gosh, they just really there's more coming here. They want to talk to you. And you're not looking at each other. You both need to see each other's side of the story here. These came for you, so you're never far from my mind. I still want you, okay? Look, you guys, they really just they almost can't stop talking. I'm sorry I ran. There you go, you guys. There's the Seven of Swords. I know that they're the runner, and they're sorry for it. And this is really the first tangible apology out of half apologies that we have seen coming down here. Very interesting. You're the love of my life. Okay, now it's getting real, you guys. I love you. Okay, Taurus. By the way, this came down as well. It's just sitting here. When I got those cards, blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. Okay, very interesting. So this is a message for you from Spirit, okay, to take care of yourself in all this. All right, because some of you, I do feel it's painful, and I can feel that and hear it and see it. There's a lot of pain involved in this connection, and your person knows it, and they're kind of coming back sideways here. But I feel like you're so caught up in it that you might not be taking care of yourself and getting caught up in everything being about them. And you have other things in your life, Taurus. Don't forget that, okay? In your life that also need attention, especially your well-being. This is your last one here. Look, forgiveness. This also came for Virgo, and I just need to say that because I feel like there is a connection to Virgo for some of you. Forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Yeah, there's that feather, okay, coming to play here. The Seven of Wands, the Nine of Wands. And this is like getting the mending card in the wisdom of the Oracle, that you both need to forgive each other. And whether that means you forgive each other and you're able to connect and have a new beginning together, okay, or take up where you left off and get some truths out on the table, because you're both needing to really talk here, or forgiving your person and being able to move on, or forgiving each other and being able to move on, because forgiving another person is about you being able to move on. Sometimes we don't get the apologies that we want from another person, so we need to forgive them and send them love and light and keep moving. Okay, so that's going to be the case for some of you guys here. Let's get some super attractor here. This is also from Spirit. Then we will get however many totems come down for you, Taurus. A very intense reading for you. When I merge my desire with faith, I can take action from a place of peace rather than control. Very interesting. I see this fight for control with you guys here. All right. With the Two of Wands. And the Nine of Wands, really, in many ways. Because you have the Eight Wands, you know, with the Nine of Wands cup here, you have this... you have this, the Eight of Wands up there, almost like they're messages, and you still have a wand. You're kind of not looking. I think you both want to be in control. Look, you have a flyer here. When I cultivate a spiritual connection, I can trust the universe no matter what. Well, okay, interesting. All right, you guys. So you're not trusting yourself right now. That's a real sign for you from Spirit, okay? To connect with yourself, your guidance, your intuition, the universe. what is good for you and putting down some of these self-defenses that you have and some forgiveness here so that you can have a new beginning, Taurus. Wow, okay, that just slammed into the light, you guys. Whether it's with your person or not. When I live and act from a place of spiritual alignment, I can trust that everything is working out for me, even if I don't know when or how it will happen. I love that for you. There's another confirmation for you guys from Spirit. Okay, I do feel like there's a little disconnect for you now. And I understand that. Okay, guys, so I'm going to pull the totems back here because they're kind of loud. I do not look. Interesting. I kind of feel them in my hand already. Wow, you guys, it's a really intense totem pull. First of all, you can see the angel wings on the table here. This is a confirmation that Spirit is with you today. Here, Spirit is sending you messages, okay? Really, and the thing is your connection is guided, but it can also sometimes mean that it's taking you to what you need to learn, and then it's time to move on. That won't be for everyone, but more so today, this is you. This is for you. This is a message from Spirit, okay? Spirit is here really trying to guide you. You just need to trust that and trust yourself and tap into your intuition and your guides, okay? And your free will of what is best for you and what you need to do. Start trusting yourself again and trusting in having faith, whatever that means for you, okay? God, Goddess, higher power, that's going to be different for everybody. But this is Spirit really, and your angels are here today. And look at that. So this is a message to you that there is love around you, and your person does love you, first of all, I want to say that. But when this comes up, it's generally about having love coming for you or having love around you now that you might not even realize. So I feel like for some of you, this new beginning is going to be with another person. That won't be for everybody, but mainly this is about for yourself, Taurus. Sometimes these readings can get intense with messages from Spirit for you for self-healing, because a lot of times we hang on to old patterns or stay stuck and can't move on from a person or into even a new beginning and forgive or accept forgiveness, because we're feeling this disconnect. So this is a really strong message for you. Okay, but getting closer to your center, to your heart, to your intuition, to your guides, what it is that's going to be best for you as well here. And unsticking yourself. Because I can see you want this and you at least want to make peace so that you can move on. Some of you have moved on, but you're also being a little stubborn here. Look, there's another confirmation for you. This is really amazing. I'm going to put this here actually. And I really do feel like also your person is really trying to tell you how much they love you. Look at that. That's intense, you guys. This is your last totem. Look, it's an elephant. When an elephant comes up, it can mean a lot of things. Trusting yourself, first of all. An elephant, especially the matriarch, she can guide her herd for food and water and nourishment. They protect each other. They protect their young here. We do have the 10 of Pentacles. So there is some strong family energy for a lot of you, and also children. Not for everybody, but I do feel that. But this can also be about letting something go. Elephants have very strong memories. And this doesn't mean letting go of something even with your person. It could be a hurt that you aren't able to let go. You can't even feel like look at each other. Okay, here. So I do feel like for some of you, especially where there was a third party or the ghosting was intense and you're just not letting it go, and you may not be able to move on, and you did have forgiveness here, okay? So it could be for some of you simply letting something go so that you can move on, okay? But that is a very strong message for you. And I feel like also it's just about putting your defenses down so that you can move on with your life, however that's going to be for you, Taurus. That is your reading for today. I wish you so much love and light. Thank you for being here. Take really good care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Bye.